been a tradition for me for years to take a week off from my channel when I'm on my spring break. But last year, I didn't want to go a full week without posting anything. So I came up with a new idea. T-Toy Reviews Thai Guest Host Week. I contacted 7 different Cars users and asked them if they could make a video for my channel, and I'd say it was a rousing success. We had some really great and interesting videos made, and I loved seeing other users do their own twists on my classic series and do their own things. So I've decided that this year, for 2024, T-Toy Reviews Thai Guest Host Week will return, and will be even bigger than it was last year. This year, we're going beyond a week. This year, we're going for 10 days. Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. Today, I'm going to be announcing the roster of hosts for T-Toy Reviews Thai Guest Host Week 2024. Now, my spring break this year starts this Friday, so that is when Guest Host Week is going to be starting. It'll be starting this Friday and running to the following Sunday. 10 days of brand new uploads from a wide variety of different channels. 6 of these channels are returning from last year, doing brand new things. It was very important to me to make sure that anybody who returned was doing something different than last year. I wanted to make sure everybody could do something different and unique. And then I contacted 4 other users who will be collaborating here for the very first time in T-Toy Reviews Thai Guest Host Week. So, without any further ado, and in no particular order, here are the hosts. I know last year, I'm pretty sure I went in order of when the hosts are uploading. This year, I haven't quite ironed that out just yet, so I'm just going to be going through them, again, in no particular order. If you've been on my channel at all in the past few years, there is no doubt you're well aware of Rashid Reviews. He has been bringing his passion for the Cars series and his unique style of humor to my channel for several years now. Whether you've seen him collaborating with me, putting together a Cars sticker book, or venting about how bad Cars Flash games are on live streams, or if you've seen his work making music for me, or compiling my out-of-context compilations, you've definitely seen Rashid Reviews around on the channel. Last year, he did his very own episode of Weird Products. This year, he'll be doing his very own episode of a brand new series on my channel, the Cars Book Club. Rashid will be reviewing a Cars book in his collection that I'm very excited to see. Thai's Cars Book Club is a series I really want to do more of, but I actually don't own all that many Cars books, so when Rashid suggested a book review, I was really excited to hear that, and I can't wait to take a look at a Cars book that I've never owned. I'm very excited to see how his review turns out. Last year, Endcap Cars did an incredible video breaking down 10 shockingly expensive cars that you might own, and this year, he'll be doing a different type of list video. Endcap Cars will be hosting the next episode of Weird Disney Cars Diecast Errors and Inconsistencies. While I've done a wide variety of Errors and Inconsistencies episodes with co-hosts over the years, this will be the first time ever that somebody who isn't me fully hosts an episode, and I'm very excited to see what he puts together. Cars Ignite 95 has been a great friend of mine for several years and a very frequent collaborator on my channel. If you've been on a live stream, you've probably heard his voice. He's on them with me all the time. Last year, he put together his very own episode of Cars Randomness. This year, he'll be covering Cars 2 in a nutshell. He's been sending me a lot of really funny behind-the-scenes pictures of the making of this video. It looks like it's going to be hilarious, and I'm very excited to see what he puts together. Last year, Fan of Thomas 31 put together his own Cars in a Nutshell video, a video which has done exceptionally well on my channel, and also featured a lot of really weird Cars products. As such, we've decided that his video should be a review of a weird Cars product that he owns that you may have seen in Cars on a Nutshell last year, but I won't tell you what item it'll be. The Piston 11 is another user that I've been good friends with for several years, and in the past year, his channel has absolutely been blowing up, which has been so exciting to see. So glad to see him getting more recognition. And he had a very funny idea for his video for Guest Host Week. Last year, he did a collection video. This year, he had a very different request. This one was not my idea. He came to me asking if he could do a Planes Adventures video in the style of my Crass Adventures, the weird, wacky April Fool's Cars Adventures videos. For many years, the Piston 11 has told me how much he loves my Cars Adventures April Fool's videos, and now he will be tackling his very own Cars parody episode, but with the cast of planes. I'm excited and also terrified to see what happens. Aquamarina continues to be one of the most knowledgeable and well-spoken Cars fans I've ever met in my several years here in the Cars community. She's helped me out on several videos over the past years, including editing large portions of my third Cars Iceberg and a project for my other channel, Muptown Funk, but you'll probably know her best for her incredible Have You Heard Of episode on the history of the Cars Kmart events. This year, I asked her if she could do a similar video, an episode of The Story Of, the series where I cover canceled Cars projects. She will be covering the rise and fall of the Cars Deluxe line, talking about its creation and how it came to an unfortunate and hopefully not permanent end. You may have seen this video on my poll for the next Have You Heard Of or Story Of last week, and I'm very excited to see her tackling this one. Those are all of the returning users coming back from last year. And now it's time to announce the 4 people making a video for Guest Host Week for the first time ever. Purple Toad is another frequent livestream guest of mine, and he's genuinely one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. And he's also genuinely one of the most creative people I've ever met in my entire life, as he makes his own Cars products from scratch, and he's made some wildly impressive ones. A few months ago, he showed me an image of a needle felt sculpture of Kirby he made, and I was so impressed that I specifically knew I had to ask him to do a tutorial video on something like this. I need to know how he makes things that look this cool, and Purple Toad has agreed. He's working on a needle felt sculpture of Lightning McQueen, and he'll be doing a tutorial video on how it's made with a time lapse and little notes along the way. I cannot wait to see how it turns out. Cars Like Ninjago is somebody that I've never done a video with, despite the fact that I talk to him nearly every day. He's one of the moderators over on my Discord server, and he's also one of the top people on the Cars Wiki right now, and he's been doing an incredible job fixing a lot of the errors on that website and helping with a big cleanup project to make it better than before. I gave him my special holiday shout out on day 25 of 25 Days of Suggestions. He's a super helpful, really nice guy who's helped me out on several occasions and is doing some great work here in the Cars community. He's also helped me make a few different tier lists over the past year, so we thought it would only be fitting if, for his debut on my channel, he did a tier list of his own. And we agreed on a pretty big, potentially pretty controversial tier list. Cars Like Ninjago will be doing a tier list of every new release on the 2024 Cars Diecast poster. I am very interested to hear what he has to say. He said he has some pretty hot takes. I want to know what those are. Master of Pasta makes some of the funniest Cars stop motions I've ever seen, and last year he reached out to me wanting to do a video together. Unfortunately, those plans fell through when my laptop died and I lost all of the footage. But I wanted to make sure that I repaid him for the idea and that I was still able to highlight his great work here on my channel. For Guest Host Week, he suggested an entirely new video. He is crafting a stop motion based on an iconic scene from one of my videos, and I can't go over what it is. I want to keep this one a surprise. It is genuinely absolutely hilarious, and I cannot wait to see how it turns out. You're just going to have to wait and see for this one. World of Cars Entertainment was one of the biggest inspirations I had for starting my channel. I would not be where I am today without his videos and his Cars series and his customs. In fact, I learned how to paint custom cars from an old tutorial video he made in around 2016-2017. So I am very, very excited to have him making a video here for Guest Host Week where he will be reviewing some of his Cars customs. I'm very excited to see how that turns out. I'm very excited to see how all of these videos turn out. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel starting this Friday for Guest Host Week. I know it's 10 days and 10 days is longer than a week, but what do you want me to call it? Guest Host 10 days? It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and thank you to all of you guys for helping me with this project. I cannot wait to see what everyone pulls together. See you guys next time. Bye now. Oh, and don't worry, we'll still have regular uploads from me up until Friday, obviously. Yeah. Okay, bye now.